they did a good job of keeping the defense moving. These are big guys, slow of foot.
An interesting matchup between Osman and Ben Simmons. Hopefully Yeti can give him a little bit of a problem. Good size for us, though.
Richardson for three.
We watched him in warm-ups. He shoots it okay. But in the game, so if you can stay in front of him, make him shoot that ball, make him just a facilitator, you have a big advantage.
Yes.
Thompson got fouled.
And right now, the Cavs are doing.
Shot rebounded by Horford.
That was a good shot. He just got bumped at the wrong time. That was good defense.
He did, and got to defend that. Wow.
Harris down the lane. He was acquired from the Clippers at the trade deadline last season.
When he first started playing, he would try to float the ball in the basket. It's easier to hit that square.
Simmons with a running start right at Osman.
Now that's what he does.
Right, exactly.
So the defensive plan.
Horford probes, finds Harris. Simmons posts up Osman. Simmons banks and scores.
But you can already see what they're trying to do.
Yep.
They want to get
blocked from behind by Harris, who ends up shaking his left hand. Picked up by Thompson. That doesn't go. Harris grabs the rebound.
Yeah, they love to get down for these type of shots.
James Ennis, fresh off the Sixer bench, connects.
On that basketball inside. I mean, they're 4 for 8 on field goals from inside the paint, but you got to get that ball. You got to make this big team move. I'm telling you.
Right.
You're
Simmons
playing into their hands.
Simmons floats it up and in 21-18. You saw there.
Every time.
Every time.
Yep.
Dellavedova down the lane. That's slapped by Ennis. Out comes Ennis. Lays it in. On that Alkin injury report, Dylan Windler and
every day execution. Right. Get all the way through it, get 3 or 4 passes, and get a quality shot every time.
Because floor balance is going to be so important to keep them out of the open floor.
Correct.
That foul is on the Cavaliers.
6'9", 6'10".
Man, big guy.
Cavaliers have Clarkson, Dellavedova, Thompson, Osman, and Porter on the floor. Horford, an 18-footer.
Really difficult.
Matisse Thybulle checks in for the Sixers. He wears number 22. Harris lobs inside to Simmons. Simmons off to Thybulle for a 3. Horford connects from deep and gives the Sixers a 23-point lead midway through the second quarter. Garland probes, fires.
Transition defense is so important. Got to get back. Man, there's nobody back there.
Simmons to Harris. That was assist number 7 for Simmons. Grabs the rebound.
Got to be really careful with your Cavaliers not to get to where you're taking tough shots.
Right.
Just because.
Horford grabs a loose ball, goes to Simmons.
They got to give him more resistance than this to be back in the ball game.
Absolutely.
That Sixer field goal percentage has now climbed to 71%. Osman toward the basket. That was tipped. Once again, the Sixers with that length. Long lead pass. Whoa, Thybulle got held on to by Kep.
You can't beat many people, Flip.
No, you're not. You got to step up. Double T is fighting in the middle.
That was the 9th Cavalier turnover. Harris leaks out. Harris dunks.
No floor balance.
Defensive stand. So they can do it.
Yeah, right.
He needs help.
Simmons works on Osman. Trying to dump off to a teammate. That's picked off by Clarkson.
Pick and roll a little bit here. Mike Scott throws it up. Ennis is coming around the corner. And layup.
Ennis down the lane on Sexton. Sexton got a piece of it. Ennis got it back in traffic off to Simmons, who clunked it off the window. And
want to be. It will start on the defensive end if we can kickstart, get some stops to let us run in transition and get some pace. But, either way, even in the half court, we got to share the ball, move the ball, get to the best look, and then knock it down.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Celtics ran a lot of stuff through Horford during his time at Boston as that shot by Love doesn't go. Here's Simmons. Now to Horford. Down the lane. Embiid a long 3 doesn't go. Horford tips it to a teammate in Richardson. Back to Simmons. Lasers one inside to Harris.
I mean, they are absolutely. And
how we defend the paint, all those things, and they go at what we don't do best.
That's correct.
Sexton to the paint. Simmons recovers with the swat.
Key for this basketball team.
That was one of the shock surprise pickups, guys, of the free agency period. Not a lot of people saw that coming.
Yep, great vet, smart player.
Garland has that shot blocked by Simmons. Loose ball comes to Thompson. Out of bounds it goes. Cavs basketball. Sixers 79, Cavaliers 52. Game 1 of a 5-game and 7-day stretch as Simmons down the lane with a wild shot. That doesn't go. Back up is on the floor. Garland to the foul line. Off to Osman. Back to Garland. Extra pass to Sexton for 3. Cavaliers are 4 of 15 from deep.
Can't force that shot.
Harris in the paint, gets hit, puts it in.
Boy,
Actually, this summer, as Jimmy Butler's contract was expiring, as was Tobias Harris's contract, they were able to re-sign Harris, picked up Horford. As Garland goes to the baseline, floater, he scores, and here's. Remember, too, they got Josh Richardson in that sign and trade for Jimmy Butler. Richardson led the Heat in scoring last season.
yeah, Horford didn't do bad for himself either. Got about $100 million himself.
He's gonna be all right.
Played center for most of that game. In reality, if you watch the game, Jimmy was playing a lot of center.
Right, yeah.
Not as good a story.
Well, I remember those.
I mean, Magic took the tip and all.
Magic got 37 in that game.
He's got players that can play and can do this. But you get in these doldrums, and you've got to mentally be tough enough to tell yourself, I'm going to make something happen. You know, we're going to execute.
And that's right.
The Cavs have an opportunity to get back in this basketball game, as crazy as it sounds.
Yeah, right. But because it was been too easy for him.
That's exactly right.
Sexton in on Simmons, drops
Nowhere to
it,
go.
twists,
Nowhere to go.
draws a foul.
Woo, got